Hello everybody, my name is Championator9000 and welcome to part 10. Even 10 of the MLB The Show Mets franchise. As I just said, MLB The Show. I still don't get why there's an exclamation point there. You can see at the top of the screen the exclamation point above acquisitions, but I can't do anything. Yeah. This episode we are going to I'm going to start doing some player locks here. Just with some different people. So here we can go with maybe Nolan Arenado in this game. Then we are going to do one of the Yankee series. Hold on 1 second. Is that better? You still can't really read it, but it's really dark. That's better. Here you go. The 58-50 Colorado Rockies taking on the 57-50 New York Mets. Jake Arrieta taking the mound for the Rockies. He was one of the huge equations that they made. Now with a runner in scoring position and 2 out here in the first inning, Nolan Arenado taking his first cut as a New York Met, and he fouls that one off. So, his first at-bat as a New York Met is against his former team, the Colorado Rockies. Actually, this might not be his first at-bat. No, this is not. He's had a few before, not many. Anyways, Arenado watches another one low. But this episode's mostly going to be us getting to the end of the season. That way we can get through the playoffs. Because the playoffs is going to be... Wild card game's going to be one full episode. Then we're going to have 2 or 3 episodes if we win the wild card game on the division series. And more episodes, Championship, World Series, as we continue going on. There you see Nolan Arenado striking out. Carlos Gomez up now, so we're going to get some defense in here. In the bottom of the second, Mets up 3-0. And I totally just messed that up. My road to the show characters, when I do play defense, I'm a pitcher. But yeah, I started that road to the show like yesterday. So I don't usually play the player lock. Yeah. Nolan Arenado, 1 out here in the 3rd inning, looking to extend the Mets lead, and he gave that ball a ride. Is it gonna keep carrying? No, but it does get by the center fielder, Charlie Blackmon, and bounce into the stands. So, 1 out ground rule double for Nolan Arenado brings in another equation that the Mets got at the trade deadline, and Garvis Solarte, as he grounds out to make it 2 outs in the inning. Nolan Arenado advances to 3rd. Now is Asdrubal Cabrera up. He hit a 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. See what he's going to do here. Count 1 ball, no strikes, and that missed. So now it's 2-0. 2-0 count from Arrieta to Cabrera. You see the Mets in their dugout there. And Cabrera hits that one high in the air. There is the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez, and he catches it for out number 3. Now, 5th inning, Rockies ended up taking back the lead in the 3rd and 4th inning, making it 5-3 here in the top of the 5th. Nolan Arenado on with 1 runner on second, 2 outs in the inning. Nolan Arenado is 5 for 17 against Jake Arrieta. And he has had very little at-bats against his former Rockies team, but then again, Jake Arrieta wasn't on the Rockies for very long. He was on the scrubs. He's been on the scrubs most of his career, and he actually started off his career in the Orioles, on the Orioles. And that is a base hit for Nolan Arenado, but this game is pretty much over as we're here in, I believe, the 8th inning. It's 9-4 Rockies. But he's still continuing his... I think he's gotten out once or twice, but... Of course, I'm going to take an extra lead just in case it is a ground ball, just to give me a bit of a better chance of beating it out. It is not a ground ball, and Carlos Gonzalez is there. Cargo. He throws it on to Story at second, so Arenado has to stay put. Asdrubal Cabrera has not done anything since the 2nd inning. When he hit that 2-run home run, that ball is looped, and Cargo is there, out number 3. And that will not do it, as Nolan Arenado is up 6-9. He can hit a homer here to tie it. 2 outs in the 9th inning. Strike 1. He can be a hero for his new team off of his old team. Billy Hamilton on first. I take it the pitcher or someone is on second. He hits a ground ball up the middle. That'll drive in 1. He is having a pretty good day so far, but that's not what the Mets really needed there, as only 1 run comes across. There's still 2 outs. Ball 4 though. Bases are now loaded for Asdrubal Cabrera. There's no runner ahead of him. And Cabrera hits one. If it gets down, the game is tied. It does not, and that will end the ball game. Colorado wins. And hold on. Where is it? What? Okay, apparently I'm not able to see most of them. So, out of what we saw, like, it's not giving me very much to work with here. I guess out of what we saw is your player of the game, or no, you know what? Your play of the game is the final play of the game as Asdrubal Cabrera loops one. Second baseman, I don't even know who that is anymore, because that is David Dahl. His DJ LeMahieu got traded. That is your play of the game. Look at it one more time. David Dahl there. And that is your ball game. So the Mets now drop to 57-51. They are getting close to being an under 500 team. Now they are 1 game out of the wild card. We'll probably end up getting to the playoffs in this episode. As you see, we have not won a game in August yet. We are going up against the 64-45 Los Angeles Dodgers. And We finally win a game. Then we sweep the Rangers in a 2-game set. Marcus Stroman versus Jeremy Hellickson against the 30 games under 500 Philadelphia Phillies. We immediately drop the first 2 of the set. We win the second 2. Just into the end of the month. We are not having a very good time as of late. We did go on a bit of a winning streak there. Let's see. Rajai Davis still a fractured foot. Wilmer Flores still has his broken arm. Looks like the Rays have made a move. Malik Smith, Tampa Bay Ray, got called up. Stephen Wright called up to the Red Sox, and Dan Straley to the Marlins. So, of course, cannot make any trades without the players clearing waivers first. Looks like most teams are trying not have players claimed off of waivers. Only 19.5 back, and we are a wild card team now. So it looks like this stretch here where we won 6 straight helped. Not a great month of August, though. So, sim up to our next off day. Bad time against Houston. And not good against Cincinnati. And sim up to the Washington series. Now, let's end the month. Final game of the year. And that is very, very bad for the New York Mets, as Billy Hamilton breaks his foot. The speedster breaks his foot, is out for the playoffs. If we made the playoffs. Let's look at our players' stats. Jacob deGrom went 10-9 with a 3.85 ERA. Dallas Keuchel 11-9, 3.77 ERA. Lance McCullers 15-6 with a 2.88 ERA. He had a pretty good year. 7-14, 3.54 ERA. Marcus Stroman and Tyler Pill 0-2 with a 6.29 ERA. Most of these players were not here. Eddie Chavez, he didn't do great. Neil Ramirez 6-4, 3.55 ERA. Jerry Blevins is now our closer. He went 1-4 with a 3.60 ERA. Pitching, not our strong point. Though our lineup, Juan Lagares, he hit 220 with 5. He did not do well. Michael Conforto, he hit 271, 28 home runs. Joey Votto, 316, 43 home runs. Nolan Arenado, 254, 35 home runs. Most of them against us. Brian Dozier, he hit 281, 23 home runs. 297, 18 for Solarte. Asdrubal Cabrera, 256, 24. Travis d'Arnaud, 18, 2.83. And Curtis Granderson batted 237 with 16 home runs. Let's see how our bench did. Jose Reyes, 184. Yeah, he did bad. He batted under 200. Wilmer Flores, he batted 257, not horrible. In his very small amount of games he played this year, Rajai Davis hit 1 home run, 15 RBIs, and batted .316. So now we check. We lost our division by a whopping 21 games. Angels and Tigers were our 2 wildcard teams for the AL. Astros won their division. Indians won theirs. Red Sox won theirs. And we were 2 games back of the wild card. The Mets failing to make the playoffs as the Rockies, Dodgers, and Giants all make it there. So, let's see. Nationals had the best record in the NL. It looks like the Rockies lost. The Giants won the wild card. And Nationals, oh wow. Game 7 of the National League Division Series. Can the wild card team Giants defeat the Washington Nationals, who went 105 and the rest of them they lost? No. Looks like the Dodgers won their series against the... Oh, Astros actually beat the Angels. Let's see how the Nationals are doing now. And the Nationals eliminated by the Dodgers. And it's the Astros and Dodgers in the World Series. And the Astros sweep the Dodgers in the World Series. And let's see, any main people retire. Jason Grilly age. Just looking injury. Doesn't look like anyone huge. And that will wrap up this episode. And right after this, we're going off season. So I will see you there.